Now that is a dude we don't have to worry about anymore. Let me show you how I beat him. How's it going, guys? Welcome to my channel. I'm Traxamax and this is another Raid Shadow Legends video. We are on the Only Voids account and this week I was able to beat Amius. Yes sir. This is of course on normal, but we can't do hard because in Curse City hard there are stages here that basically block us from going further because you need all spirit champions, all magic champions, all force champions. We're not allowed to do that on this account, so hard is not something we can really do. I mean, we can get a couple of stages here and there, like we can pick up some of the early game stuff here, right? But we can't really get past anywhere here. Ah, there you go. There's a magic one here, for instance. So I guess this is all doable, or most of this is doable, but then when you go further, it's not. But anyway, just to say that we can't really do Amius hard because of that affinity issue. But normal, as far as I know, I think we're supposed to be able to get most of the things done. Maybe when we go higher, it's affinity also. Well, it looks like we should be able to actually push everything eventually. So maybe that could be one of the next goals, guys. Let me know in the comments if that's something that you guys are actually interested in. Personally, I don't know if that's even really possible to push this far. Stop right there. Click the link in the description right now to get a free legendary Karato and 4 amazing epics as you level up. Here are the exact steps you need to take. Step 1. Log out of Plarium Play on PC and uninstall. If you've never had Raid installed on your mobile phone before, the link will work there too. Step 2. Click the link in the description and register with a brand new email. Step 3. Launch Raid and complete the tutorial. Step 4. Go to your inbox and claim your first champ. Here we go. You'll find Karato here, as well as Uugo, Rector Drath, Tagoar, and Mausoleum Mage as you progress through the game. This is an amazing account start in Raid, so click on my link right now and follow the steps. But, I mean, maybe we can take a look and see. Angry Chicken, so he is also Void only, and he has 61 stars. So, I'm not sure. Maybe it is possible, but I would assume you need some pretty good champions to be able to do it. Even if it's only normal, we're only allowed to use Void champions, so it's, you know, makes it a little harder, but yeah, who knows? Could be a cool thing to try and achieve one of these next times. Probably not this time. I assume this rotation is going to be over before I actually have a chance to complete it all. But we did manage to do the Amius, as you can see here, defeat Amius the Lunar. And if you were paying attention, you might have actually seen the team. Yep, that's the team. Well, so it is amazing, and I knew she was amazing because I've seen her solo a bunch of bosses, but I haven't seen her actually solo Amius yet. Now, I watched the Bronco video where he did Amius hard with 3 rares, which was also pretty impressive. You can guess the build, I would assume, just like most of the solo builds, regeneration. Now, we do have some perception for her because she also has the passive that her resistance gets boosted by her accuracy. So the amount by which it is increased is equal to the amount of accuracy this champion has, aka you have 500 accuracy, you get 500 resistance. You have 300 accuracy, you get 300 resistance. So on top of the resistance that you would already have on her, of course. So that means that, you know, if you get a decent amount of accuracy on her, you can get a decent amount of resistance. And well, we're looking at, what is that, 755? Maybe I have more here. No bonuses. But yeah, so 755 is plenty for PvE purposes. It's even usually good enough in arena, at least the arena that I'm sitting in. So let's take a look at the build real quick. I had it on here for a second, but we're working with quite a tough build to make. I know this isn't something that you can just, oh, I've just finished the HH challenge and now I want to go and start doing solo Amius. Probably not. It would be pretty impressive if you could get these kind of stats on your 3-month-old account, right? But yeah, we're working with 530 accuracy, 225 resistance. It's kind of impressive that she also has this much resistance, not gonna lie. 275 speed is quite a lot, almost 5,000 defense and 82,000, almost 83,000 HP. Again, guys, this is not just your average build, right? This is quite a hard build to achieve. She does have a lot of stats from the blessings, obviously 600 defense and 5,000 HP, and then the resistance and the accuracy boost here is also pretty impressive. She has a relic and she has some accuracy and HP from that as well. If you add these two up, that's already 13,000 HP she's just getting from the blessing and the relic. So keep that in mind, okay? Because you might be thinking to yourself, oh, I'm never going to be able to get those kind of stats. But let's take a look at the gear real quick, and you can see that this is not like super early game gear, but it's also not really super end game gear, right? Because we're talking about 3 pieces, epic pieces here that are only 5-star. They just happen to have some good stats like, you know, HP percentage, accuracy, speed, defense, accuracy, speed. Crit damage is not really useful, so you could argue that this is actually only an uncommon piece, really, because we don't care about the crit damage. These are dead rolls for this piece. So yeah, this is almost like an uncommon piece, 5-star. And then let's see here. Again, crit damage we don't care about. Crit rate we don't really care about. Yeah, this is almost like a rare piece, right? So you're talking about like a rare piece here, an uncommon here. This is a very good epic piece, but these are all 5-star, right? So then when you go look at the boots, it's not that much better even, because as you can see, this is flat defense, so it's not a dead roll, but it's still kind of bad, right? And then attack is a dead roll because Mithrala is defense based and she cannot do anything with attack, so it doesn't really do anything. And then again, the crit damage. So this is just basically a perception 6-star speed boot with the speed ascended. That's it, right? So, and then this one is, I would say this is a really good gauntlet though. This is probably one of the best perception gauntlets you could get. A double roll in speed, an HP percentage, we have some accuracy on here, and it also gave us an extra flat HP roll. That is a very good gauntlet. So these two are pretty good. This is trash. This is kind of bad, but does have the speed, of course. Just average. And then this is probably going to be okay as well. Yeah, speed, double resistance, accuracy, defense. I'd say this is also a very good piece, of course. Now here, this ring is actually pretty awesome. I think a triple roll in HP percentage on a HP ring. It's not a special ring, it's not feral or anything like that, right? But that just means we have some room for improvement if we would ever find some better gear for her, right? Then here, no accuracy on this piece, but we do have a double HP and a resistance roll on a defense, so all pretty good. And then an accuracy banner, 6-star rare only, but we did get a roll in HP and we did get a roll in speed here. And yeah, you can see there's a lot of dead rolls, right? So all the crit rates, all the crit damages, all the attack rolls that you see everywhere, we obviously don't need those, and obviously means that we could have improved this by quite a lot. Of course, these could have been mythical pieces, right? These could have been legendary pieces, and we would have been able to get even more stats. So don't be disencouraged by these stats. I think this is an amazing build, especially on this account. This is probably the best built champion on this whole account, but it's not even, it's not even the best build possible. You could definitely make this even better if you wanted to. So yeah, that's the build, and I didn't actually do anything special. I just threw her in, and I did have to manual because there's still no presets for this. Hello, could you, I don't know, put some presets in here, please, so that I don't have to A1 the whole time, because that's more or less what I'm doing with her. Now, I do need to check something out real quick, because I took her along alone, but I'm wondering if she has any masteries. Yeah, see, so she has this mastery. So it's actually pretty silly of me to only bring her along. I was better off bringing some dudes that are going to die off immediately, right? So let's bring these guys with, or maybe even Squishier is better. Let me see. You and you or something. Or hold up, let's do this. That's pretty funny. I didn't even know I had 3 Pain Keepers on this account. That's kind of crazy. All right, yeah, I don't know if I'm going to finish the whole thing, but I'm going to just show you the idea, because a lot of people don't know that you don't actually need to have heal reduction if you can just keep on damaging Amius with this right here, the Brimstone, right? And since she has a 5-star Brimstone, she also has poisons, which can also help bring down this guy's HP. As you see, resisted. We're going to resist just about everything here, okay? So, and we're just doing poisons, slowly giving her Brimstone, and there's a little bit of RNG involved here. in the fact that we don't want him to die in this form, right? And in that one run that I did previously, he died 2 or 3 times in this form before I finally killed him in the other form, basically the form that we want him to be dead, right? So here you just switch over immediately. That might have something to do with one of the masteries I have on Mithrala, where she might get a cooldown reduction or something. I'm not completely sure, but it's all right. It's fine. As you can see, we're getting a lot of the HP off here. We might be able to do it on this video for you guys. That would be a little better to show off, of course, but you get the idea, I think. You can see that we're getting down in HP pretty fast already. We'll try to get the brimstone on here. Nope, still no brimstone. Sometimes it doesn't proc, man. I've noticed that. Like, sometimes it takes a while before it wants to proc, which is annoying because, I mean, we have a 5-star blessing and we have enough accuracy, but there you go. Okay. See, and I'm not even using these skills. I'm just doing the A1 because that's just faster. I mean, if I get crit or something, I'll obviously manual and do an A3 or an A2, but I don't know. It feels like that's just very bad RNG if that would happen. So far, this has been working really good for us. We're 2 minutes in, 2 minutes 48 seconds. Even counterattacks there, pretty cool. Brimstone would be nice. Okay, this is great. This is great. This might... He switched over immediately. I'm not completely sure why, though. If we can get another brimstone off here, it's fine. We don't... Okay, so I wonder here if I'm supposed to just do something like this, not damage him, so that he might switch over to the other form. No, he did not switch over to the other form, and he got brimstoned. Okay, well, we try again, and then we just keep on doing this until the RNG falls right. We keep him about here anyway, right? So, and that's basically just the trick, ladies and gentlemen. So there's nothing super funky about this, nothing super special. It's basically Mithrala doing Mithrala things again. There's a reason why she's my favorite Void champion, because, I mean, she is just such a crazy champion. That passive is so good and so nice for, you know, all players, basically. Even if you can only get like 400 accuracy or something, that's usually still enough to get yourself a decent resistance. If you're going to do Amius hard, however, you do need 500, I believe 530 accuracy, but don't quote me on that. It's 500 plus for sure, but I'm not 100% sure how much it is. Okay, I'm scared it's just going to die from the poisons here. Oh, this is... No. Oh, we got him. What? Wait, what? What's happening? Okay, I'm not sure why maybe he just like flipped. He was doing the flip thing during the brimstone. I don't know what the hell that was, but anyway, yeah. So it's a bit of RNG, but not in the sense that you're gonna die or anything. It's more of you gotta wait until the brimstone actually kills him when he's in the right form. That's it. But as you can see, we plowed through his HP down to 1/3, and then you just kind of hang around that area. He pops back up, he gets a bunch of HP back, but that's fine, doesn't matter. 5 minutes and 102 turns. I mean, hey, I'll take that. Even on my main account, this is pretty fast, actually. 5 minutes. I don't think I have a team for Amius hard on my main account that does it this fast. So yeah, I hope this actually helps somebody out, because I know a lot of people in the Void challenge themselves, they were kind of struggling with this. But yeah, man, I keep saying it, regeneration is kind of broken. I hope they never nerf it, because it really helps people to do these kind of things, right? To do these kind of strategies. And yeah, I know a lot of content creators tell us these days that we shouldn't farm the dungeons and all that kind of stuff, but I am still an advocate of farming the Fire Knight if you can, because regeneration is just that good. Of course, if you have a bunch of good regeneration laying around, you don't really need to do that. It's obsolete. But if you are only a couple of months into the game, for sure, try and get into Fire Knight, because you want to pick up some juicy regeneration so you can do that kind of stuff, right? One more thing, guys, before I go. There is let me see here. The game is slow, dude. I don't know what's going on today, but the game is slow. I mean, if it's not going to show you... Okay, there you go. I was going to say there's a Soul Chase tournament. I'm not going to click this because otherwise we might lag again, but there's some goodies in there for us to earn. We don't have a lot of soul stones, but I mean, I might as well pull them. Okay. Let's just do these guys, and then I'll let you guys go, okay? We've been messing around way too long already. There's an epic, and it is a Wisgar. That's not for us. Blue is not great. Definitely not if it's a 1-star, because we do want some points. A legendary is nice. What is that? Matthias? I don't even know who that is. He didn't get a real weapon, so they just gave him this chain. Come on, guys. Give us something that we can use. Something that we want. Marked. No. No. Blue, and it is. Man, come on. One thing that we can use. I don't care if it's blue or not, but just, okay, I'll take that. By the way, the video Bronco did, he used a 6-star reliquary tender in there, so cool. I might actually already have some things for her. I'm not sure about that, and that is, again, something unusable. Let's see. It looks like my reliquary tender that I have built already had some stars on her. I could keep this for a second copy, maybe for Cursed City. Not sure if that's necessary, but on the other hand, what does it sell for? Yeah, 12 of that stuff. I might as well just keep it, maybe, right? Yeah, I might as well keep it, I think. But of course, these other ones that are not void, we can get rid of, such as this one. And what was the rare Matthias? You can go, sir. Man, there's a bunch of nice legendaries in here that I would really like to pull. All right, so that was that. Yeah, you know what? Let's do this real quick. Let's not be silly about it. There. Then if I need her, I can still build her at a certain point. I don't know if there is actually a stage where we need this or not, but there's also the hard faction wars coming up soon, right? So, you know, let's prepare for those things. Yeah, I guess that was it, guys. If you have any questions about the Mithrala or any other questions about that composition. Now, I want to add real quick that probably you can do this with anyone who has like a burn or a poison on the A1, as long as you can get the resistance and the accuracy. And I mean, that's where Mithrala really shines, right? Because she has the poison on the A1, and if you get the accuracy, you get the resistance for free. So the build is pretty intensive, but because of this passive, it works a little better, right? And you can pull it off with even some 5-star gear and some random boots that aren't that great and stuff like that. So yeah, hopefully that helped one of you guys out. And if it did, leave a like and a comment, I would say. And other than that, I hope you guys have a nice rest of your day, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.